I'm a proud Palaba mob from Flinders Island. We, the Health and Community Services Union, pay our respects to the traditional owners and custodians of the lands upon which we're meeting. Today, because we're meeting via Zoom, I won't pay respects to an individual landowner. I'll just pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging throughout Victoria, as we are a state-based organisation, and recognise that this land was stolen, never ceded, and fitting with this year's NAIDOC theme of always was, always will be, acknowledge that this has always been Aboriginal people's land and will continue to always be Aboriginal people's lands. To me, growing up as an Aboriginal person, NAIDOC week is a week where we can come together and celebrate the good that's in our community, and the good things that we're doing with health, education, jobs, raising future generations, acknowledging the sacrifices that our elders have made throughout the many, many years of white colonisation. And it's also a time to recognise and understand the traumas and how we've gotten to be here. So, really celebrating the good, but acknowledging the trauma that's happened as well. So, there's many, many fantastic Aboriginal co-ops, which are, community run, health and wellbeing, community centres as well. So, some examples of VARS, Padak and Bendigo, you've got the Wathaurong services as well. And, there's many, many, many throughout the state. Get in touch with those people, those community centres and, that mob and, find out about, your culture. If you're an Aboriginal ally, you can learn about culture, you can find ways to support Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in Victoria. I'm the big believer of, there are Aboriginal issues and Torres Strait Islander issues, but it's going to take more than Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people to fix those issues. I approached Paul Healy, our State Secretary, and Kate Marshall, the Assistant Secretary, a couple of months ago about setting up, the First Nations of Haksu and Allies and Friends committee. It aims to achieve, providing advice to the union about local workplace issues that are facing Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. It's also about providing advice on local campaigns, local issues, or, statewide or federal issues that we're facing. So, NAIDOC Week is a good example.